Hello, and welcome. My name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. Videos about what I buy, source videos, videos about what sells, what sold videos. This is what sold video. And the person picks the music, listened to my comment yesterday. In stock. All right. So, yeah, good chunk of sales for sure. 581, 544 product cost received of 19 sales. I don't think there were any multi. There's a couple international in there. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, earlier, Mary Kate, Ashley Olsen, especially sealed, but earlier, other stuff can do well. It's one of those, if you see something Mary Kate, Ashley Olsen, give it again, because it's gonna be in one of the bigger VHS plastic cases most of the time for VHS, and but sealed will always do better. That's $25. The Last Valley. All right, John Barry. John Last is someone else. This one, I got a handful of these. I forget, not this one, but just different types of sealed older soundtracks like this. And a handful of them from John Barry, and a lot of people know John Barry from 007, James Bond. That's what he's more famously known for. So this sealed, and I sold another one kind of like this one pretty quick after I got them for about the same price. I got 58. Might as well see 59. 58.95. All right, these little, and so there's going to be a couple of these multi-movies in today. So this one is sealed. And this is Love at Thanksgiving. So a lot of times with these, if there's repeating words, I'm not going to write Baby's First Christmas, A Bride for Christmas, Christmas song. I'm not going to keep reusing the word Christmas. You just want to get all the ones, as many as you can. And if you have to use the ampersand, which is the sign for the word and, if you have to use that in place of and, then so be it. But hey, that's Casper Van Dien. Dude from Starship Troopers. I don't know who any of the girls are. But this sealed Hallmark and Lifetime is another one to look for, the multi ones, especially holiday ones. And this one is 38. One of those paintings, the watercolor print painting things, this one with the cat. That one sold for 76. The Silmarillion, I never heard of the book before I saw this. Silmarillion. It's a book club edition, clean, with dust jacket, 28. So that one I got not too long. A couple of these books actually got not too long ago were listed in one chunk and are still in an unlabeled box. Smaller paperbacks I just have labeled as bin, and that's in, those paperbacks are in something like this. And then the next day, which is going to be a bunch of hardcovers or whenever I did them, but the other one is just a big box. It's like this. It's just filled with books that were listed. They've been put away because I'm doing, a calling. And books, I don't sell as many, so I really don't want to do the work for all the books and put those away to just then otherwise it would have been like 2-3 weeks later, I'd be doing the calling, and each box I'd be opening up room to put 3-4 books in. When my intent is to dwindle down the amount of books that I have so I can consolidate my inventory. So I'd just be doing more work. So they're just sitting in this box. And since they don't have label, I know where they're at. Since I have a date stamp, I know when I listed them. And since I have a memory, I know that they were recently listed. That's where they are. All right. This is not one of those books I was just talking about, but it's another one of those journal books. This one has a bunch of stuff with it. It has like the whole little cover slide and like instructions and little types of other types of cards. But it's kind of like a pink color, a light pink. 26. So what I pay? Probably $1, maybe $2. All right, this is one of those books that is in the book box. And this is Complete Datsun Guide. The other one, the BMW one, is junk. Actually, but I only paid, I think, 50 cents each for these books. Thought I returned. Maybe it was even cheaper yet. I don't remember. No, these would have been 25 cents. These were down at the Thrift World down in Randall. So they were $4 for the books. So this was 25 cents, $16. This is another one of the multi. So remember the sealed one? This is Christmas Forgot, Naughty or Nice. Christmas Carol, The Wishing Tree. All right, so I'm just going to use the word Christmas one time in the word the if need be. And I won't use the apostrophe because there's enough in there. And it's Hallmark, definitely right, Hallmark. So that sealed one sold for what, $38? Yeah, 37. This one sold for 35. Open. I was just mentioning that yesterday. It's just one of those things that I'm always looking for. Speaking of yesterday, if any of you guys came by and I went live and I put the CDs away that I had, or like 50 of them. I had to put away. Made like a 30-minute live video. The sealed Blu-ray of Monsters, Inc. 4-disc. Yeah, 4-disc. Now this one for a little while. $25. Dwindling down those 45s. This is Don Henley, New York Minute, and Heart of the Matter. $12. And here's a sale manifested. So each time I mentioned the Dungeons and Dragons, I looked down so I have this book was there. I have another book. It's called Bones, Books, and Bell Jars. It's a weird and quirky type, strange and mysterious book. Has one view of the time, but I think it sold once for like $130, $150 or something. That's why I paid $2 for it, because when it sells, it'll be $100. I have a Fallout survival guide, the Tattooists, a couple of bigger books like this that are going to be too big for a box. They'll go over there, and sets, things like that. But I keep mentioning it. It's like, hey, the one that I have left is this one. Well, I don't have it left anymore. It's actually right. Dad jokes. But it's gone. $33. That. Go like that. So I had that, like that, how I did. I had the book here and then the vinyl. Because if I had the vinyl right here, if I had all the other stuff and all the other weight, it would unevenly push on it and it would start to bend the vinyl. And why would I do that when it's the last couple minutes it's going to be here? Or am I going to damage it like that? Doesn't make sense. All right. Chicken problem. 13. Well, probably got somewhere where VHS was. Hey, that's Dick Van Patten from 8 is Enough. Like I just commented in my video to what someone commented. I was like, yeah, that's a good thing about physical media. It's, the pop culture is everywhere. It comes up all over the place. it brings up all those different things you remember watching. All right, Duke Ellington. And sometimes things you remember listening to. I don't remember listening to Duke Ellington. I probably did. I know he's a big name. The sealed Duke Ellington, 17. The sealed, Not All Roads Lead to Heaven, Robert Jeffries, 14. Got lucky on that one. Because it's 20 degrees, but there's no wind, so it's like 20 degrees out. It's snowing. Oh, I hear something. Oh, here you go. And there are sirens. See? Got people acting crazy in the snow. See, that's correlation. It's snowing, sirens. That means that the snow caused the sirens. Can't do that. You're going to go. These are this tree right here. It's a big willow tree. All right, that one is a block going that direction. A couple blocks that way. Which is more toward Walmart. Like 4 or 5 blocks that way. Bigger blocks, but still. All right. This just listed yesterday. I want to think. I want to say that of the sales that there are out there, I'm the one with 3 of maybe the 4 or 5 sales. There might be more in Terra Peak, but I've sold a couple of these. And this one is going international, $50. The other one I remember selling was like 60 something, and another one that was sealed was 75, maybe $100 of this one. And I'll just find them. I remember going to the IX Center. So if you're from this general area going out quite a few, couple hundred miles, 300 miles maybe, you might have gone to something or be familiar with the IX Center, the Indoor Exposition Center, which went through some sort of strange then it did nothing, buyout, then it did nothing, and then it was an operation, and it did nothing. I don't know what's going on with it. But so I remember going there to like Computer Fest. My dad would take me to. Would see all the different games. It was, what do we have in here? Quake is in here, but there's 250 of these classic DOS games. Well, some of them are disc games as well. Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, Mortal Kombat 3. Speaking of, that's up there. I'm not going to name them all off. But I just remember going and seeing these computer things, and I grew up at the 86 and the 286 and 386, 486, and P2s, and P2s were getting in the late 90s now, P4s. And I had a LGA 775 3.7 quad core, and that was chunky money 20 years ago. Youngbloods. Together. This CD. 15. I ended my sentence weirdly. Kind of truncated, so it threw me off. The Advanced Man, Jerry Bruno. Oh, this is inscribed. Hold on. That Kennedy? Then we have Robert Kennedy. It's like Johnson, maybe. Yeah, Robert Kennedy. Yeah. To Dave, someone. Best wishes, my something for caring, for coming, Jerry Bruno. 37. I've had this one for a little while. For example, so I go in, the first listing, no, I'll still try to get it pretty close, but subsequent relists and sell similars, I will go in and I'll crop this. So if I were to do this again, I can already tell that I've highlighted it just by on how bright the colors are in here. And if you do it again, it'll change completely. But I'll go in here and I'll cut just this little bit more down to where that'll be the next one if that's what I had to do. But when I do relists, so there'll be a big border around here is what I'll do. I'll just go in and just chop that down. For these ones here, the parts that really matter. For those, bring that in close. And there's that. But all these other ones, I'll keep like this. That way, I still have a date stamp in it. First one with the date stamp is this one. Well, point of this, May 2024. So there's another little tidbit. I said that a couple times that I'll do that and I'll crop the pictures down. That's what I've been doing. Try to utilize what I can for a better close-up. I mean, it's either you're going to look at the picture as is, but don't lie to me here. When you're looking at pictures, no matter really what it is, you're using the zoom feature pretty much if it's available. eBay has that option. So why not get that picture in as close as you can? And if you have to, pretty unlikely you'll have to, take that item down and just get closer, better pictures. All right. Mary Ann Faithful. Broken English, $13. So just kind of give you an example here. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but you see on how all those pictures for all the listings, well, you know how the sold page is and what thumbnails used. You see on how that's all close as almost you can get. I think that makes a big difference because people who then can see it, the thumbnail can see more of it right there. And that's why I use the printing label backings. I'll put a couple in every single open DVD or anything like that I need to. I'll put a couple that are kind of already wound up. And I'll put like 2 or 3 inside one. That way it gives that thing a little less life. All right, but this DVD, Ohio State something, $13. And surprisingly, not too bad on time for all that. For today, the CDs that I resurfaced that turned out a lot better. There was like 5 or 6 of those, maybe 20 DVDs, and that'll be that for the day. Not going out if I don't have to. I mean, I can. I know how, but especially if there's now snow. The cold, no snow, different story. If I had to go out, I would have gone out on a day when it's cold and no snow. And I drive a Ford Fiesta. I know how to drive, but they're not winter tires. It's a small, light car. Not intended for snow, so I don't have to. All right, so let's go wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. I'm going to go back with those multi-movies. This is just one of them. Hallmark, Lifetime. Even kids and the small compilations of different things from PBS, Nickelodeon, Sprout even. I don't know how that just popped in my head. Like it sprouted. That wasn't unintended dad joke. But things like that. Same thing with multi-disc for music media or audiobooks. What is that? It's a multi-disc, right? So if it's multi-something and it comes in one package, give it a gander. Tell me things going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share, it's all free. To help me. To help you. Or help everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.